So now I have a question.
Zilch? Wait, I am not the culprit. I am a victim who was already killed. So, leave me alone!
Hey, he ran away! After him, Master!
Yeah. You said the body in the first car's infirmary wasn't me, but Aphex? But you went to car 5 after car 1 and discovered his corpse there. How was the corpse transported from car 1 to car 5? That'd require moving past you.
That's right, if he slipped past us, when did that happen?
The blackout? The train. Has to be the train. Yeah, it's gonna... I'd rather that than Call of Duty, in the sense of how Call of Duty is like, it just continues to grow with a billion patches.
Where did he run off to?
Another mystery that needs to be solved. Thinking about it rationally, we have to assume that they carried the corpse through the train.
No, that's impossible.
How sad.
Impossible. 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 Impossible!
Alright, it looks kind of badass like this.
Zilch turned into a mystery phantom!
Get him, Master! Boom kill him so hard, his relatives get bruises!
Ugh. Freaking KG. Wouldn't it be hilarious if I played through with the Lakers and then actually end up getting to face the Celtics again? Yep, blackout.
A body can't get from car 1 to car 5. Just think about it. The train's home.
I forget how you do,
Those are quite narrow. The corpse is heavy enough as it is. Lugging a corpse through that hallway, you would certainly have noticed. That means your deduction is all wrong. I'll say it once more. You cannot transport the corpse from car 1 to car 5.
That's true.
not really.
Plus, when we investigated the private rooms, we kept the doors open for security. If someone had passed through the hallway, I probably would have noticed.
They would have had to sneak past me, too. There's no way anybody got through that corridor.
If we're certain nobody used that corridor, then the corpse must have been brought in from outside the train, not inside. If so, the culprit would need to be able to pass by us without being noticed.
Power.
What are you mumbling about? Just admit that your deductions were utter nonsense.
And we're gonna load through the second part of this. Okay.
If they didn't pass through the train, you think the corpse was brought in from outside? The windows are all locked shut.
Too early.
If they didn't pass through the train, you think the corpse was brought in from outside? The windows are all locked shut. When the train is moving, we know the train never stopped once. If the windows and doors are shut, there's no way to get out while the train is moving. No issues occur during the train's operation.
False. Are you hurt there, buddy?
No, there was something strange. The blackout and shaking that happened when I was in car 2 and car 4. When the blackout occurred and the shaking started, I'm certain something else happened in the train. Maybe it has something to do with the mystery of the moving corpse.
Don't be stupid. So what if there was a little blackout and some gentle swaying?
Gentle.
Forget the shaking and the blackout. They were nothing but coincidences. The blackout was just a bad contact.
Let's flash through this mystery.
False.
No, the blackout didn't occur because of a connection failure. It was due to the main control system failing and switching to the backup control system. The blackout occurred during that 1 second when the system switched over.
Yeah. Things are starting to break down for you, buddy.
Hey, he ran away. Fleeing Phantom is a bad Phantom.
Tell you what. The next time we do this, we're definitely not doing a full chapter at once. We'll split this up into 2.
You gotta keep solving the mystery and boom, kill that mystery.
But I feel it's still probably a decent amount to go.
Hey!
Alright.
Master, you may know the cause of the blackout, but what does that have to do with how the corpse was moved?
The failed main control system was in car 1, where the body swap occurred. If so, then the main control system's failure must have something to do with moving the corpse.
So maybe the culprit broke the main control system. He must have attempted to stop the train to bring in the corpse from the outside.
But the train never stopped. The operation log confirms the train was moving the entire time. So I don't think he broke the system to bring the corpse in.
Then why did the main control system fail?
It must have something to do with moving the body.
But you're unsure exactly how. Huh. In that case... I knew it! A mystery is blocking you! Anything blocking you in here is also a mystery. So let's solve it to keep on going. So this is the question we're facing right now.
The main control system must have failed because something happened in the first car. If that's true, what exactly happened?
Is it the other
If it's
door?
related to the body being moved, Then how?
Like getting outside and climbing on top?
Master's expression is so serious. He must be thinking hard. Well, as his mentor,
Because he never
I
tried to
better
open
think
the
hard
door. He
too.
just said it's a bad thing to do.
The main control system failing. The blackout. The train shaking. Oh yeah! Why did the train shake like that? There was a blackout right before entering the tunnel that was caused by the main control system failing. But the culprit didn't destroy it, so the blackout happened because...
This is an interesting game. It's definitely not going bad.
Wasn't there some shaking right before the blackout too? After the whole train shook, the blackout...
I'm starting to get tired though.
That's right. The train shook right before the blackout. We still don't know what caused that to happen. Whatever it was strong enough to make the entire train shake.
That's what I'm saying, they're connecting.
It caused the main control system to fail and resulted in a blackout. If it had something to do with moving a body, then what must have happened was...
Ooh! Did I give you the assistance you needed? Close to solving the case now? Then it's time to combine our powers and solve this thing! Let's go, Master! Lay it all out!
Another barrel. DETA. That's what I think it is. I'm starting to have second thoughts.
That's right! Nice!
I see the ED is throwing me off.
Nice! Twirling, twirling, twirling. That's right! That's right! Go, go, go!
How the Bucks gonna do this year? I wish I knew the answer. I honestly have no clue. Funny, a couple nights ago I was streaming MLB, and Sony San Diego account was in the chat too, and we were talking about the Bucks. A lot of people believe in Baker. Someone in SDS believes in Baker. I'm like, it's not that I don't believe in him, I'm just not really sure.
From the train?
Huh? Separated?
I don't even know what the over-under is for them. I just don't even know what to bet on.
Yeah. The reason why the main control system failed was because the first car was cut off from the rest of the train we were riding in.
Let's keep going for now. Master, I don't really get it. What do you mean the first car was cut off?
The shaking happened just before the blackout, right? Huh? Did it just shake?
Mm-hmm.
What was that? The lights went out for a moment and came back on. At that time, the first car was disconnected from the rest of the Amaterasu Express. As a result, the main control system failed, and after a brief blackout, it switched to the backup.
But why cut off the first car? Why go through all that trouble?
Of course, to move the body in the train car. To do that.
There it is again! It's bigger than ever!
How much longer will this keep happening?
Oh, yes!
Now's not the time to be suffocating!
Again?
We need to resolve the mystery at hand.
Given that the first car was cut off so that the body could be moved. Right. I think I see what happened.
The car got...
Seems like you got it. Let's do this.
Wait, was there actually only 4 cars on there? And the 5th car is basically the first car again? No, don't be sad. I'm not.
You ready to play the Shinigami puzzle? Nice. Nice.
Not in the slightest.
Go, go, go.
I don't remember the map. Was the 1st and the 5th the same layout? Or were they reversed in where the infirmary and the restroom were? Because if so, that's funny because I didn't even notice it. But that would also that would explain why the number was burnt off, because it would have had a number 1 there.
That's right. He transported the corpse using the entire first car. That's why the first car was disconnected.
That's also why
Transported the corpse? With the entire car?
That's also why the bed was knocked over, to make it look different. Okay. Okay, dude's going crazy now.
The first car is at the front of the train. Aphix's corpse was in the 5th car, in the back. Even if you detach the front car, how do you move it all the way to the rear?
Remember, one was in the tunnel and there was another path that went the other way.
Lots of villains transform after they've been cornered.
Like every film.
Calm down. Stay calm. Think.
Well, if it won't be me,
How could you sway
maybe
the position
famous.
of the 1st and 5th cars? If I can answer that,
I've
I
only
can solve
watched a
this mystery
handful of people
once and for
play.
all.
You,
How did
Tsugi,
it happen?
That reminds me. Master, earlier we were talking about the
on
shaking
Twitch.
and you mentioned the blackout?
you, Tsugi,
Blackout only happened once, but the shaking
it's
happened
5
twice.
people. Shred.
Yeah, it definitely shook 2 separate times. Right before entering the tunnel, and right after
Mills,
leaving
that's
it.
what I was thinking of, like someone like blatantly
The first time
obvious.
was when the train car was
And
disconnected.
Kev. I watch other people on
What
YouTube.
about
I
the
always watch
second?
people on YouTube to support them, but on
Something
Twitch,
happened to the train then, too. The shaking at the end of the
Not
tunnel
as many.
felt similar to when car 1
oh,
disconnected.
Finler 2, so 6.
There's no point thinking about it. You're stuck in this labyrinth for all eternity.
Master, here it comes! You gotta solve the mystery and defeat him!
You know what's funny, famous?
Your deductions aren't worth a damn thing.
Ooh, you cursed. I like it.
Because they're all wrong from the very beginning.
This is some Danganronpa stuff, the lengths you go to try to throw off a murder trial, like these elaborate killing scenes. Some things never change, huh?
So it shook twice near the tunnel.
Do or die!
What of it? You mean the train car was separated and connected? Why would that even matter? Even if you managed to separate car 1, how could it be moved to the rear? The train was always running on the same tracks. There's no way to shuffle the train cars around.
This is the truth.
You'll get it together, Slick. If not, well, you'll get fired. No, I'm just joking. No, you'll get it together. You'll get it together, dude.
No! At that time, not all the cars were moving on the same track. The track that the Amaterasu Express was on separated into double tracks right before entering the tunnel. So by taking advantage of the double tracks, it's possible to switch out the train cars.
That's wild. That also makes sense too, because remember, the fifth car would not unlock. It would not unlock because they tried going in that car and it wouldn't unlock. It would make sense why the first one unlocked, or why it unlocked when we got to it at that point, because it was the first car. Because remember, it disconnected when we were in the second car. So after we left the car, it disconnected. Then it reconnected before we left car 4, because it basically the two middle cars, so to speak, is when it did it, or the two in cars.
The first time the train shook was before entering the tunnel, which was caused by car 1 separating. After that, the separated car 1 entered the other track, while the rest of the train proceeded on the main track. The two tracks rejoin after the tunnel. That's where car 1 connected to the end of the train. This is when the train shook for the second time.
You're right! The first car moved all the way to the back!
And then just walked it through.
Normally, it's impossible for a single train car to function on its own. But the Amaterasu Express is special. The control system will supply electricity as programmed to drive the train. But all train cars on the train have motors that run autonomously.
If each train car can operate autonomously, then car 1 can function on its own.
Never ask questions, Famous.
Doesn't that
It
solve
just needs to make
everything?
sense for the murder. You know how these things work.
No! That's crazy!
You know how these things work.
Huh? What?
Using your method to rearrange the train cars would connect the first car to the end,
Yeah.
which would leave it behind the fifth car. In other words, it becomes the sixth car, but that doesn't exist. So, you're telling me you found Aphex's corpse in the non-existent sixth car?
No, it was in the fifth
Oh,
car.
you're right.
Do you get it? You're the one who's wrong. Everything you've deduced is wrong!
No, I'm not wrong. The truth lies just ahead of us.
So that means car 5
I
was
will prove it to
broken,
you.
but fixed from the inside. This is where we're going with this, right?
Let's work together as a team.
So it was a 4-car train.
I can't wait.
Am I correct in that? Apparently not hitting the button.
Great.
That makes sense. Okay. That makes more sense. That would explain why you couldn't open to get to car 5, because there was no car 5. Because the indoors wouldn't open. Safety hazard will go with.
Maybe the Amaterasu Express doesn't have 5 cars. What if there were only 4 cars to begin with? If that's the case, then to me, car 1 could be made to look like car 5.
And again, this is why you'd have to burn off. Because you can't have...
There weren't 5 cars the whole time, but instead...
That would have automatically given it away right there.
That's why Melanie said the 5th car's door was broken while we were in transit.
But you can't access the 5th car, the one at the end. The door appears to be broken and won't open. So, it wasn't broken? broken. The fourth car was actually the farthest one back from the get-go?
That's crafty.
I'm sure the real fifth car was left behind at the station when we departed. So the train took off with only 4 cars. There was another car 1 at our destination. If it connected upon arrival, then the train would have 5 cars again. So the car 1 where I was knocked out became the 5th car at the end of the line. And when I was questioned by the peacekeepers, the car 1 there was another car prepared at the station specifically for this plot.
The real car 1 was waiting at the station's platform, and all the peacekeepers there would have noticed it. So they were all in on it.
Or you can assume that the peacekeepers themselves were the ones who prepared the other car 1.
Exactly, yeah. So then that's why it opened when we got to it,
If there was
because
another
now there's a car attached.
then there will be something that sets it apart from the original car 1. For example, the way the window glass was broken in the infirmary will be different from how I broke it.
You mean when you used the fire extinguisher to smash the infirmary's window? So they knew you would do that? That's how they were able to imitate it in the new car 1?
I think I was set up to reach for that fire extinguisher.
Again, that's why it was
The
out and
fire
open.
extinguisher was left in a conspicuous spot in the hallway. They wanted me to use it to break the window. And that's how they pulled off swapping the 1st and 5th cars while in transit. It was all a trap to set me up as the culprit. Isn't that right? Zilch?
All right, we're almost there. Let's catch this culprit.
What's left? We figured it out. Do we need to reenact the whole crime Danganronpa style?
That was a pretty solid deduction.
That was pretty nice. It's a really crafty way of doing it.
Very impressive.
And this is just the first chapter.
Me for seeing your potential.
It's so strange. It doesn't feel like I'm learning this stuff, more like I'm remembering it. Maybe I was even a high-ranking detective in the WDO.
Yeah, very true,
There's no time
famous.
for bragging. You still gotta catch him.
Right!
I knew you were gonna say that. Alright, here we go.
Everything feels different here.
This is just the calm before the storm. Be careful. You don't know what's gonna happen next. You know, making the first car look like the 5th was a really big trick to pull off. I'm surprised the train cars could disconnect and reconnect so smoothly.
The train's automatic operating system must have had it programmed before we departed.
Even the trick with the swapping train car?
Probably. It had to have been done automatically.
Well, it'd be easy for Amaterasu. They own the train.
Maybe this is also why the coffee was the only thing to drink besides alcohol.
Even if I obtain the truth here, won't they just ignore what I say and arrest me anyway?
I keep telling you not to worry about it. As long as you have the truth, the culprit can't escape.
Why are you so sure of that?
On the stairs.
What is this?
Looks like a fort to me.
What night?
With this kind of protection, I bet the truth is in there for sure. You just have to destroy it.
So the truth is here.
You can't have the truth. It's impossible to destroy this fortress. Just give up and leave!
Whenever a culprit takes a last stand like this, you know we're just a step away from unriddling this labyrinth. Master, time to show him how dangerous you really are. After all, he did try to set you up.
I'm not worried about that right now. We're so close to the truth. We gotta do this.
It's boom kill time!
She gets so excited about that. No comment. I can't. I've only played God Shinigami. I've only played one Persona. Surprising as that probably is. To overcome the last stand of the fan, tear through all obstacles with the mega-sized God, Great Onset Destroyer. Me.
Let's do this, Master! Oh, oh! No one can stop me! What?
I won't let you have the truth.
I see.
Okay.
Racket to death! Blech.
Go away! Give up and scram!
I see. Easy peek, watch out!
Alright, jump over
Your
there.
deduction is wrong! Go away! Don't come near me! Don't come any closer! Stop it! Switching the first and fifth cards is just your imagination. It's a completely baseless lie. There's no evidence they ever swapped.
Yo, check! Come on, hurry up and decide!
Okay.
Use the solution key to smash through the wall, Master!
You're wrong! Huh? Come on!
Yep, that's why he had to make it
No,
look
there
extremely
are
different.
traces of a swap. The warped plate from Car 5. The reason that plate was burned so thoroughly is because originally it said Car 1. Left as it was, it would have messed up your plot to make Car 1 look like Car 5.
I know, right?
That's why you made extra sure it was burned beyond recognition.
And then you gotta give it the Pokemon gym battle theme too. Not that this is bad, but give it that.
That's nonsense! I burned the plate to disguise it? No! I didn't do that! Stop it! Stop! Go away! Get away from me! Wait! Get away! It just happened to be easily burned! But with it burned, you have no way of knowing what number car it was. So there's nothing backing up your deduction. You have no hard evidence proving that location was the first car.
Looks like we need another solution key to boom kill him. Good luck, Master!
There is proof! The bloodstain on the inner lock of the infirmary in Car 5! The culprit probably didn't notice it. But I remember. It's my blood.
Hmm. Oh yeah, because when he unlocked the door, because he cut himself.
When I was trying to get into the
I'm over here
infirmary
thinking
in
that
car
was
1, I cut my
Aphex's,
finger
that's
on the
his.
glass. When I reached through to unlock the latch, I must have gotten blood on it. But that bloodstain would have been hidden while the interlock was open. That's probably why the culprit missed it.
Hmm.
My blood, which was left behind in car 1, was found in car 5.
Run the DNA.
This proves that someone pulled off the car switching trick. This is the truth of the case.
This is wild. And this is only the first chapter, so you know. Things that this is just the initial chapter of the game. This stuff's gonna get wild. And unlike Danganronpa, you had a couple of you have the double murder case in every game. This one, we have legit kill everyone murder.
I'm not done yet!
What? He's still going? Let us boom kill you already!
If Car 1 became Car 5, then where did the culprit supposedly hiding in the infirmary go? You had to have checked the 5th car, but the culprit wasn't there!
The culprit must have been hiding somewhere in the 5th car, probably someplace safe.
I checked the restroom. I checked the main control room, did I?
Here. The culprit was hiding inside the main control room, which was locked shut the entire time. I didn't have the key, so I could never have gotten inside. I bet the culprit moved there from the infirmary while Car 1 was running on the 2nd track. If the train's management company, Amaterasu Corporation, was involved, the culprit may have had the key. And then they hid in a blind spot I couldn't see from the window. That's how they got past me.
No, it's not me! I'm not the culprit!
Great detective work! I'd call that a critical hit! He seems like he's barely standing! All that's left is to finish him off!
Finish him off? How do I do that?
Shove all your evidence into the solution blade and slash as hard as you can!
We're getting there, almost done.
Time to expose this crime. The chief's everything.
So the truth is made clear by thinking through all the deductions up until that point.
Correct answer somewhere inside your head, Master.
Place the correct piece in the corresponding deduction gap to reveal the
This
truth.
could be the clincher.
Lock pieces can be opened by solving mysteries, so keep it up.
There's only one
Once every
truth.
gap is filled with a piece, the finale revealing all mysteries will be unveiled. Everything has been leading to this moment. This looks familiar, huh? right? We departed. Alright, number 2. Detectives asleep. Then we went to car 1, right? Am I thinking about this wrong? Car code number 1. Right? I clearly am thinking about it wrong. How am I wrong? Oh, because I don't have it. Never mind. That's why. Everyone's drinking their coffee. We have the pillow, knife and pillow. Break the window, fire extinguisher. Do you have coffee unlocked yet? Yes, knockout drug. Alright, then we have here. Access the room, first body found. Or was hiding under the bed. No, that picture. It's terrible. Alright, cool. We go through all this stuff. Attach the trains. Attach. Then after it attached, we have the blackout. Alright. Moves Apex's body into car 1. Body placed in corridor. All the other dead bodies. What did the culture burn? The number. Alright. We got that. Last body found. Cool. Change. Arrive. Return to being 5 cars. Peacekeeper. Blah 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 blah. Who was the culprit? Mystery unraveled. It sucks. I'm not gonna lie. I was not expecting that. I thought it would just be one. Danganronpa has very much so programmed me for one,
Right up, step right up.
maybe two.
5 master detectives slain before their time, and Amaterasu Corporation has master in their sights. Truth bombs are about to be dropped. Time for the deduction denouement.
The incident unfolded aboard the Amaterasu Express, which was on its way to Kanaiwan. I rushed onto the train as it was about to depart. At that time, the train was made up of 5 cars.
All because you were fast asleep in the lost and found, Master. If you'd kept snoozing, the case would never be solved.
When the train started moving, it was only 4 cars long. The 5th and final one was left at the station.
And so, the culprit scheme had already begun. Meaning Amaterasu Corporation was involved from the get-go.
On the train, the master detectives were gathered together in Car 2. That was the dining car. And the culprit had already mixed a knockout drug into every drink there.
Other than that, the culprit was the first person on the train, so they could prepare in advance and wait for everybody else.
A really sucky way to go out.
I felt unwell, and Melanie went to the trouble of pouring me a coffee. But after drinking it, I started to feel drowsy. I was hearing things at the time and thought that I might be seriously ill, but it was actually the drug.
Oh, so you thought yours truly was responsible? Sticks and stones don't do much to identify, but slander stings!
The culprit sent me off to Car 1 in order to find me as the killer.
I'm sure the culprit didn't expect you to get sick, Master, but since you look like a super easy target, they probably changed their plan and went after you instead.
Once I left, the other master detectives must have fallen asleep because of the drugged drinks.
The culprit then burned everyone to death, setting all those master detectives on fire on purpose. What a psycho!
This was when the culprit put their plan to frame me into motion. First, they carried Aphex's charred corpse to the infirmary in Car 1.
The very first body we found.
Then they deliberately
Your
left a
favorite
fire
did it.
extinguisher near the restroom I was sleeping in.
Always sucks,
This was
doesn't
done
it?
to prompt me into smashing the door.
You played a Danganronpa games too? I'm assuming what's your name you did.
Someone get inside somehow, or else nobody would find the body.
Next, the culprit
Which was your
entered the
favorite?
infirmary, locked the door, and laid down on the bed with Aphex's charred corpse.
Jumping into bed with a charred corpse. And here I thought chivalry was dead. What a gentleman. I'm actually a little jealous.
A knife and cushion created the red herring.
Hell of a way to pretend to be dead.
Furthermore, the culprit set the room on fire just as I was waking up.
While you were sleeping, I felt someone come into the restroom. They must have seen me then and timed it.
When I woke up in the restroom and went into the hallway, Car 1 was beginning to fill with smoke.
Oh, that's some precise timing.
Very.
I caught a glimpse of Zelch in the infirmary, with a knife lodged in his chest.
That hit didn't take long for the smoke to obscure everything.
That was when the culprit took out Aphex's burnt corpse, switched places with it, and waited for me to enter the room while hiding beneath the bed.
That's so risky.
Just like a magic trick, switching places under a veil of smoke.
Meanwhile, I found the fire extinguisher on the floor, smashed the window, unlocked the room, and went inside.
Just like the culprit planned. And that's why they left the fire extinguisher there in the first place.
Gundam
After the
Tanaka.
smoke cleared, I found Zelch's body burnt to a crisp. At least, that's what I thought. The charred corpse was actually Aphex. The culprit had me completely fooled.
Favorite case?
Why they picked the time-consuming method of roasting someone to death. Plus, the body was about the right size.
I bolted out of Car 1 after seeing the corpse.
The culprit was under the bed at that time, huh? They probably laughed at you from there, watching everything unfold like they planned.
Hmm.
I went on to discover the charred corpses of the other master detectives. Around that time, the culprit came out from under the bed and went to the main control room in Car 1.
Imagine if he had to go to the bathroom, would have went
Controlling
back
the
and
train
found
from
him.
there, they detached
That'd have been
Car 1.
hilarious.
That caused the blackout and shaking, and the power source was switched over to the backup system. So when the train shook, was there or was there not jiggling needles? Take a guess.
While the detached Car 1 was running on a separate track, the culprit went to work,
Never.
trying to disguise Car 1 as Car 5.
My favorite was
Juggling.
Nagito's.
First, Aphex's
I thought that was
corpse
really
carried
cool.
to the corridor. The necklace removed earlier was placed
Super
back
graphic,
on.
but really cool. With the premise
Then the car 1 number plate was burned.
and the why.
So that it couldn't be properly identified.
With everything in place, the culprit went into the main control room, locked the door, and waited for the train cars to reconnect.
Well, this time, the culprit was riding in car 1 on the other track, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the train, which was only cars 2, 3, and 4 at the time, remained on course.
Since we were in a tunnel, I didn't even realize car 1 was moving alongside us.
The train we were on went through the tunnel with only 3 cars. When it came out of the tunnel, the car with the culprit in it attached to car 4.
Never watched that.
Now behind
shit.
car 4, that car became car 5.
The swap was pre-programmed into the train's automatic operating system, right?
Oh,
Technology sure is convenient.
he's very, very crafty
The
there.
culprit, riding in car 1, attached it to the back of car 4. That caused more shaking, but there was no blackout this time because the power supply stayed the same.
Additional shaking occurred inside my blouse, but the power stayed on.
After that, I mistook car 1 for car 5 and walked right in. The culprit wrecked it so much I didn't even notice the door I had smashed when I was in car 1 before.
I figured there'd been some kind of brawl. But that was part of the culprit's plan, wasn't it? Also, no one would realize it was actually car 1.
When I found the corpse, I deduced that it was Aphex from the necklace it had on. But I was just rediscovering the same charred corpse from car 1. The disguised corpse and the car switch completely fooled me.
Using a dead body? Oh, this is a sparingly brilliant idea!
Flying around for one.
When the train arrived in Kanai,
Gonna connect in with
it
Vector
connected
5.
to a different, prearranged car 1.
And with that, the train once again had 5 cars.
And they were waiting.
So much attaching and detaching. What a stupid, crazy, elaborate trick!
The peacekeepers were lying in wait at the station. As the sole survivor, I was set up as the one responsible for the murders.
And Amaterasu was in on it! That really turns me on!
Oh, yes!
Pisses me off, right?
During
Okay.
that time, the culprit stayed hidden in the main control room of the disguised car 1. And waited for the peacekeepers to haul you in, Master. They were right there at the scene.
After burning all all the master detectives, the culprit faked their own death and tried to frame me as the killer. It was a cunning, cold-blooded scheme.
And the evildoer who committed these countless contemptible crimes is none other than... Zilch Alexander!
It was you!
Wow.
This is the truth I've uncovered!
Conan would be proud.
Is that it? What's this?
It's the truth. It's the soul of the true culprit who made this mystery labyrinth.
The soul of the true culprit? Wait, what am I supposed to do with this?
Now it's time for the main event!
Oh.
Here we go! It's my time to shine!
Oh, what's she gonna do now? Get wrecked.
Surging bloodlust. Overflowing despair.
Despair.
The brilliant soul of Shinigami shall expunge this cursed case! All deplorables! To the final mystery labyrinth!
Holy crap. Did you say punishment time? No. No. I don't remember what it is.
Huh? We're back.
Talking about now? Your spirit shouldn't be broken. Yet. The peacekeepers will take care of you. We have all the time in the world.
Huh? Shinigami! Where are you? Nothing here's changed. What's going on? Shinigami? Are you listening?
Get him!
Wait! I know who the culprit is!
What?
It's Zilch! He's still alive. He framed me.
Well, he's already dead.
I was looking for.
Huh? But...
Shut up! This is not up for discussion. What a waste of time. Take him away!
I'm bothered.
Shinigami! Where did you go? This isn't what's supposed to happen!
I'm right here! You're so cute when you panic, so why not to enjoy the view for a bit?
Terrible.
Stop playing around! Why hasn't the situation changed at all?
He must be hallucinating. Taking him down shouldn't be a problem. Take him away!
Alright, barcode boy.
What? He's dead?
Looks like it's over.
Huh? What's over? Shinigami, what's going on?
Did she kill him?
There's always a price to pay. When I read the soul of the true culprit, the Mystery Labyrinth created by the culprit is destroyed.
As is the person, I'm assuming.
But as a price, the source that created the Mystery Labyrinth also perishes.
The source perishes? Don't tell me.
That's right, the true culprit dies.
Wow.
Then that report saying Zilch, the true culprit, was dead.
And that solves today's mystery. The true culprit is as dead as a doornail.
Yep, ultimate punishment
You're now
time.
innocent and free to go, Master. A happy ending. Roll credits.
There's nothing happy about this. Zilch died because I solved the mystery, right?
Huh? He was a dangerous murderer who killed 4 master detectives. He deserved to die.
I mean, I don't think I'm completely free to go. Not even with Zilch being dead.
In that case, say exactly what I'm about to tell you to that gilded idiot over there.
Okay. Swank, did you just receive a report that Zilch was dead?
How did you know that?
I thought so. If he was alive until moments ago, that changes things about this case. Someone who died in front of my eyes, was alive. This is clearly an attempt by the culprit to disguise the truth. Don't tell me the Peacekeepers lied to try to cover up what really happened. You didn't try to frame an innocent person, did you?
What? You think you can weasel your way out of this? You better not forget you're in Kanai Ward now. You're powerless before the might of the Amaterasu Corporation.
No, I didn't mean...
Hey! Don't surrender so easily! You were so close!
That does it. You're under arrest.
No.
Listen, you got no right to remain silent, and you got no right to call a lawyer either. Take him away.
Oh, wait! Hold on just a second. Hey, excuse me. Do you have a minute?
You.
It's all good. Let's stop all the fighting. We both have to follow orders from the higher-ups, so let's not do anything that causes unnecessary tension. Falsifying evidence and testimonies is a drag when it comes time to do the paperwork, right? It's tough keeping things consistent. Just forget about all that and leave it to me, yeah? You know, I saw that the true culprit was alive and well just a bit ago.
What?
If you let us go, I'll cook something up in my report to the World Detective Organization. You don't want trouble, right? If the WDO floods this joint because of you. Your punishment might be kind of brutal. So, you know what to do. Leave things well enough alone, as they say.
Let's go.
Let me go. And who are you?
Thank goodness that worked out.
Who is he?
Beats me?
Hmm. Wow. Who he is gonna have to wait. Alright, this is where we left off. Let's talk to this guy. First of all, can I go on a train? No. Okay.
Well, I bet that was quite a long trip for you. Welcome to Kanai Ward.
Thanks.
Yuma Cocoa
You must be
Head.
Yuma Cocoa Head, right?
I am.
Look at his
And
jacket.
You are?
That's pretty cool.
I'm Yako Furio.
Like the blue hair too. My knee vibe, that hurt. I'm gonna need to grab a drink too. I should have grabbed one before.
I was born and raised in Kanai Ward. Just a humble member of the WDO. I'm the director of the Nocturnal Detective Agency, the only detective agency in Kanai Ward.
Hmm.
My office welcomes you. Nice to make your acquaintance.
Thanks. The pleasure is all mine. So he's a detective from the WDO. Finally, I've met an ally. He managed to turn away the Peacekeepers, so he must be in high standing.
Really? He's clearly just some careless, middle-aged man. By the way, don't tell anyone about yours truly. You might have forgotten, but our secret is included in the contract. It'd be terrible if you broke this rule. To be exact, your whole body would be drained of its blood.
Okay, I won't tell anyone.
Well, even if you did, they'd just assume you're some crazy person.
Now, shall we? Oh, by the way, I'd like to hear the details about this incident.
Right.
Rain.
I'm sorry I kept you waiting. It took a while to get through all the proceedings.
They practically interrogated you, right? Kanai Ward is completely shut off from the outside world. Communication devices, such as cell phones, are confiscated. Cameras are not permitted to leave Kanai Ward either. Even if you smuggle something with reception in, Kanai Ward is a dead zone. Thanks to all that tight closure, nobody's using this fancy station at all.
Did you say no one?
You show a lot of promise, considering how you handled that Amaterasu trouble. I was scared, to be honest. I don't want to deal with them if I don't have to. The thing is, the Peacekeepers always antagonize detectives.
Can't say I'm
As a
surprised.
basic rule, never look them in the eye. They're always itching for a fight. Kind of like mad dogs.
Right.
Amaterasu Corp doesn't want the unified government or the WDO meddling in their matters. I even caught wind of them hiring a hitman.
Amaterasu reminds me, like, I know I don't know too much about them yet, but like they have all these products. It's like the Walmart of retail. Maybe that's not a good example. I'm thinking video games though, like Final Fantasy VII Shinra. All this power, people dependent on them, which gives them the flexibility and the means to do anything that they feel is necessary to do to keep their power and control.
Hitman?
They plan to wipe out any master detectives before they enter Kanai Ward. The results of which is this Amaterasu Express massacre.
So Zilch was actually a hitman?
Nope. There was a real master detective named Zilch. He was murdered beforehand and used as a disguise.
Ah, that makes sense now. Okay. So he couldn't use his powers. That would make sense why he would say something like you need an animal. But because I was like, but everyone showed an ID. That's what confused me. I'm like, how can you be a fake if what they're saying is true and all master detectives have a forte? Granted, 2 of them weren't used, but they all had an ID. Yuma was the only one that did not. Huh. I may want to go back in the video, go back in the VOD and look at his ID. I didn't look too closely.
You were in the first car earlier. The real Zilch is laying dead somewhere in there. There was a separate first car at the station before you arrived, where Zilch's body was hidden. Then, the 4 train cars that you rode in would arrive at the station in Kanai Ward and connect with the fake first car. That makes a total of 5 dead master detectives at Kanai Ward's platform. With no master detectives left, you would be arrested as the only culprit. That was the plan.
They would go to such lengths?
Absolutely. Even though the plan didn't work, we still lost 5 master detectives. Given the situation, I'm honestly surprised you survived, Yuma.
That's all thanks to me. You're so lucky to be haunted by yours truly.
Wait, if there was a real Zilch, then the number of people on board the Amaterasu Express, including me, that makes 6 people. The numbers still don't add up.
That's true.
I, Hoochie, heard from the World Detective Organization that the number of master detectives on the train was precisely 5.
Oh, I'll explain that later. Anyway, let's leave this place. Wouldn't want to give the Peacekeepers any ideas.
Man, it sucks though. I'm really still bothered that everyone died. I was looking forward to getting to know them more in their backstory. They're all dead. That is quite the start to the game. Very different than the Danganronpa games where it was 1.
Hey, you're right.
I like his shoes still. Just throwing that out there. So much I don't know, and I still don't know like how to get like there's a lot that I don't know, and there's still like how the format of the game, what else there is outside of investigation and the labyrinth.
Who's that guy?
Beats me.
Alright, chapter 0 is officially over. That was like an extra 10 minutes. Had I known that, I'm not gonna lie. Had I known that, I would have stayed up longer to finish it, but I didn't know. Once the culprit is boom killed, you'll get rewarded based on how well Master did inside the Mystery Labyrinth.
Are you gonna remember?
You'll get a reward
all
for each
this?
overall rating between SS through Z. Not only do you get a reward for the rating you receive, but every rating below it, so try shooting for the top. Deduction SS, Judgment SS, Stamina A, S, Seabass, Rank 7, Rank 8, DP Earn. So the first death match, I got an S. SS, Danger Dodge, I got an A. 2 S's there. Two A's. The deduction denouement was my fault. I should have got that right. The Shinigami is because I missed the kick initially and it threw me off. What's up, Goon? We ready for this fantasy draft tomorrow? Today? I don't know if you heard this, famous. My plan is, it is September 7th. I am very well aware that there are 3 weeks, a little over 3 weeks left in this month. My goal is to beat this game and to complete Octopath 2. I looked this is about a 40-hour, about a 30 to 40-hour game. Octopath, I'm in the end game now, kind of. The calm before the storm. And then the end game is multiple chapters. So basically these mix in some baseball, mix in some basketball. But my priority is this and Octopath. Hold on, now we're in the prologue. What? Huh? That's not what chapter 0 is? Hmm. Hmm.
There's a place I want to show you. It's the best spot to learn about this town.
Yeah, good. I'm gonna end up setting a time tomorrow and then
Hey,
maybe
relax. Don't be so nervous.
I'll adjust it depending on what people
Sure.
say. It's going upstairs. I thought it was going downstairs because then it was giving me the vibes of Danganronpa going down to the trial.
Come on, this way.
I like his hat. Okay. Abandoned building rooftop. By the way, I like this art style. This reminds me somewhat of Jet Grind Radio, kind of.
You know,
What a huge city. Maybe it's because of the rain, but it's a little eerie. Oh yeah, speaking of detective points, I should probably do that. In reasoning, reduce the number of colored words, making it easier to identify what to repel. Sure. Huh, yeah, right. The number of selectable solution keys cannot be one or less, so it removes an incorrect one. Like basically, this is me being lazy. Stand by me. Remove 2 solution keys. Shut down the rotation speed or slow down. Shut down. Okay, we'll add that one. Break 2 incorrect letters. The number of letters cannot be less than what is required for the correct answer. So basically, she will have less clothing or less cover than she already does have. I'm sure that will appeal to some. No particular reason. Okay. I do. Yeah, I definitely like this graphic style.
I love the view of the city from here. Oh no, it's like we're always right at the brink of dawn. Although, thanks to them, the real dawn will never rise here.
Hmm?
You mean Amaterasu Corporation?
Kanai Ward is isolated and out of the UG's reach. Now, Amaterasu is the de facto master of the city. None who wish to live in peace dare defy them. As long as you know your place, life can be pretty good here. Open an umbrella and the rain won't touch you. Wear a raincoat and you can even take a girl cycling. You know what I mean, right?
Kinda.
A while back, our detective agency used this building. But we were kicked out due to a contract dispute. The owner claimed renting the building out to detectives made the place unpopular.
Can't imagine
In
why.
Kanai Ward, detectives aren't even allowed to have their own offices.
Really?
I don't know what the WDO is thinking, but I don't want this town to change. It should stay the way it is. It deserves some peace and quiet. That's why this time around, I don't want any trouble. It's not easy to negotiate with these people.
I heard that Kanai Ward has a lot of unsolved mysteries.
Screams are part of the daily noise around here. They're kind of like church bells marking sunset.
A terrible way to describe it.
Whenever
Actually,
someone's smiling in that building, someone else in town is weeping. However, we can't go punching the guy who's smiling. We can only offer a handkerchief to those in tears before quietly slipping away. Nothing more is needed anyway. We're not superheroes or anything. We're just detectives.
Just detectives, he says. But he has the resigned smile of someone who's given up.
come on, John Cena.
That look
What
tells
has he
me
taught you?
exactly the
Have
kind
he
of
taught
place
you
Kanai
nothing?
Ward is, in a way words couldn't begin to describe.
This glasshead dude comes off like an irresponsible geezer. But there's an ominous aura around him. You only end up like that if you've seen death all the time.
Could it be
Shinigami would
because
know.
of the city?
Maybe. Or maybe it's its old man stench.
Huh? Something wrong? Is there something on my gorgeous face? Back in the day, I was rather popular with the ladies. You may think that means I'm no longer so popular. And you'd be right.
The rain, it never stops. Does it rain often here?
Oh, this stuff? Fatalists would tell you that all rain must come to a stop. But for the past few years, the rain in our town hasn't stopped falling.
For years?
Yeah, years. It started around, 3 years ago? Weird, huh? Thanks to that, we have no need for weather forecasts.
A city where it's always raining. No wonder things are so dark and damp here.
The rain sure has changed things around here. Both the city and the people, too.
Can't imagine living in rain all the time.
Supposedly, there's something in the rain that messes with our bodies and the environment. But it's all hearsay. No one knows why the rain never lets up. But it probably has something to do with Amaterasu.
Really good guess.
Kanai Ward. It's such a bizarre place.
Bizarre, huh? You're not gonna make it here if you find this shocking. You'll be seeing a lot of strange things in this city, I'll tell you that much. But There's no need to overcomplicate things. Everything is just an illusion in the rain. Just think of it that way, and you'll be fine. Trust me, it's easier this way.
Is it?
Well, now that I finished showing you the town, let's head to the agency.
Okay.
This place. There's a lot more to it than I thought.
What do you mean?
Oh, it smells so good here. It's like there's a florist on every corner.
Really? I don't see any florists.
I didn't mean it literally. To me, nothing smells sweeter than the stench of death.
The stench of death?
There are gruesome mysteries all over this place. It smells so lovely.
That sounds so ominous.
That it does.
Hey! The elevator's here!
That it does.
Right, coming.
I dig the music too. That's not a surprise from a Spike Chunsoft game.
Now then.
Yes.
No need to be so nervous. There's nothing dangerous here. Anyway. I'm ready. Speaking of, I could not find my Zero Escape game. I need to just get the trilogy. I've never played 999. I'd be down to play Virtue's Last Reward on stream. I've never played that on stream.
This area is called Kamasaki District. It's the busiest and messiest place in all of Ganai Ward. In other words, it's a lively area.
The neon looks magical blurred in the rain. If there really is an illusion in the rain, I think it'd be the streetlights. I don't have any memories of this scenery, but it still makes me all nostalgic. Perhaps I'm from a city like this one. Or maybe if you formed my mind into a shape, it'd look like this place.
I definitely wouldn't want to be outside in the rain.
Hey, isn't it weird how it's not flooded, given how it's always raining here?
It looks like they have a good drainage system. See? There's a drain leading to a pipe over there.
That kind of thing creeps me out. Just imagine what would happen if I got sucked in there. Hey! There's a clown in the sewer staring at you!
A clown?
Made you look!
Dick. You seem familiar. I see. Yeah. I wonder if we'll get to talk to you.
I explained briefly, but basically, Amaterasu Corp picks on detectives. My colleagues and hired assistants all quit. They said working here as a detective was simply impossible.
So, you've been working as the only detective for the whole city ever since?
It's not like I can change careers. I'm a WDO detective, after all. Clients trust me to do the job. Although, most of my requests involve infidelity or finding lost pets.
What about unsolved mysteries?
The peacekeepers get to handle that. Detectives don't even get close.
Oh, interesting.
But now, things could be different since you're all here.
Huh? All?
Well, table tennis betting is going down because I'm about to lose a bet.
a feeling things will be a bit stuffy moving forward.
Since you asked, this will be my last bet of the day if I lose. I've got to get my bets ready for football.
Is your agency up ahead?
Like I said earlier, detectives aren't allowed to work in a proper office in Conide Ward.
Ugh, must we travel this nauseating path? I'm too blue-blooded for this.
The other master detectives are already waiting at the agency. You're the last to join us.
Other master detectives? But everyone on the train died.
Oh, there's that.
Thanks to that hitman hired by Amaterasu. The WDO anticipated interference. They prepared multiple routes for entry into Conide Ward. They covered their bases. Other master detectives arrived from routes besides the Amaterasu Express. Both official and unofficial members traveled through these various routes.
I see. So it wasn't just the Amaterasu
Thankful for the
Express.
Orioles. I hit 2 overs in the
Amaterasu
same game.
Corporation caught on and tried to interfere on all the routes. Granted, they deny any involvement. Some routes were completely stamped out. Yours barely made it.
That tragedy happened to others too.
Excluding you, there are 4 others who survived. Unfortunately, a lot of sacrifices were made. But as a result, you could say master detectives of the highest caliber have been gathered here. Each of you did outsmart Amaterasu and made it here after all.
The highest caliber? Hearing Master get complimented really annoys me.
Why?
I wonder what these surviving Master Detectives are like. So exciting, so mysterious.
That too. So I had 3 bets today. One was a parlay. Go figure, I lost it because the Cardinals won. And I lost another parlay because the A's won. At least with betting football, it's only 3 days a week. Baseball is every day. Table tennis is every day.
Here we are.
Okay.
Where's the agency?
It's right here. All right. Remember this, Yuma. The most important things cannot be seen by the eye.
Okay.
This is the agency?
I thought my eyes were gonna pop out.
Damn, this is funny.
Welcome to the Nocturnal Detective Agency. What, you expected something a bit tidier? I guess I wouldn't call this place clean myself.
Alright, I'll be right back before we go in. I just need to grab a soda. I'm gonna go grab a root beer real quick. Probably should close the blinds out here. I mean, not that anyone can see in right now. I guess you'd be able to see in when it's light outside, but who's weird because I live on the 2nd floor, but the 2nd floor is actually level with the sidewalk. a little bit. It sits up, my window sit a little bit higher, but you could still see in. So when I stream, I just keep the blinds closed, light on, all that good stuff. No one could be worse than CB right now. CB is trying to say, you know what, you guys thought Angel was bad. Huh.
But isn't it awesome? Our own submarine!
Yeah, submarine's pretty awesome.
Is this really it? Our office is a sub?
You've been assigned to a sinking ship of a detective agency.
Ha ha ha, Shinigami. Ha ha ha. Funny. Forgot to laugh. Oh my God. So interesting. There was a bonus bet, or not a bonus bet, there was a bet on the, I could have got odds of plus 100 for Jefferson and Chase to both have over 50 yards, but I wasn't paying attention, so I didn't get it in time. That seems like free money, but I hesitated doing it right away because Jefferson plays the Bucks, and I know you're going to say, oh, you're being a fanboy. Carlton Davis has shut down big physical receivers. Jamar Chase. Hopkins. So it made me a little weary, but 50 yards is still 50 yards. Not that